afternoon, welcome back to Skeet B Gamin'. I found this little airport down by Lake Powell, which is used by the Forest Service. And here's a mission to carry 5 passengers down to that in our new Beach Baron G58. Let's get this going.
Transporter from dispatch. The passenger for the concert are waiting at the boarding parking. Transporter form dispatch. Boarding passenger, please stand by.
And there's our new plane.
Transporter, boarding is complete. You can start your flight.
Okay, got everybody on board. 5 bodies, 850 pounds, plus the pilot. And I went ahead and logged a IFR flight to get us down there. And it's just a small airstrip. It's actually not an airport, so it can only be used by the Forest Service. So it should be fun. Let's go ahead and get this thing fired up, shall we? Wheel out the window, clear. Well, by now you probably pretty much know my flow of things to get plane up and running, so I'll try not to keep repeating myself and boring y'all. Okay, let's go ahead and call. Get our ATIS first.
Austin Airport information call 20000. Wind 219er at 12. Visibility 10. Sky condition clear. Temperature 17. Dew point 10. Altimeter tree 0.20. Visual runway 21 in use. Landing and departing runway 21. DSR aircraft say direction of flight. All aircraft read back hold short instructions. Advise controller on initial contact you have Gulf.
Okay, we have Gulf. Let's go ahead and get our clearance.
Ground, Beechcraft Sierra Kilo Echo Echo Tango Echo Romeo ready to copy IFR clearance to Uniform 07.
Beechcraft Sierra Kilo Echo Echo Tango Echo Romeo is cleared to Uniform 07 airport as filed. Takeoff runway 21 climb and maintain 8,000 feet. Departure frequency is 121.1 squawk 0071.
Okay, runway 21, 8,000 feet, squawk 0071.
Beechcraft Sierra Kilo Echo Echo Tango Echo Romeo cleared to Uniform 07 airport as filed. Takeoff runway 21 climb and maintain 8,000 feet. Departure on 121.1 squawk 0071.
Beechcraft Tango Echo Romeo readback is correct. Contact ground on 121.7 when ready to taxi. Good day.
Okay, 2.1.
Ogden ground, Beechcraft Sierra Kilo Echo Echo Tango Echo Romeo with Golf ready to taxi IFR.
Oh, 21.7, sorry.
Echo Tango Echo Romeo taxi to and hold short of runway 21 via taxiway Charlie Alpha. Contact tower on 118.7 when ready.
Okay, we're going to hold short of runway 21.
Taxi to and hold hold short runway 21 using taxiway Charlie Alpha Beechcraft Tango Echo Romeo.
Okay, let's get our taxi done. Another beautiful day in Ogden. It's Wednesday, March 2nd, about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. It's going to be a short little flight, just a little over an hour. Get down to southern Utah by Lake Powell. My dog's barking already. Not quite sure what she's barking at. Okay, this plane's a little different. We're going to be rotating at 85 knots. It climbs pretty good. There's our windsock out the left window. It looks like we have just a little bit of wind, not bad. Maybe the farther south we can get into better weather and not have to worry about. Now that I have a plane that can actually fly worse conditions than we were used to. That's usually how it goes. I was kind of thinking about going and flying around the Bahamas and stuff, and right before it gets too hot, then we can head north, maybe go to Alaska. Okay, let's kind of swing over here. Get out of the way of people. Do a quick run up. Okay, there's my mixtures. One notch of flaps, I should say. Okay, let's get up here and hold short. Give the tower a call.
Beechcraft Sierra Kilo Echo Echo Tango Echo Romeo altimeter tree 0.20 phoneme alphabet equals X Microsoft UPS PH equals WIHND wind/phoneme 219er at 12. Cleared for takeoff runway 21.
Okay, my internet connection is horrible.
Cleared for takeoff
As
runway
usual.
21 Beechcraft Sierra Kilo Echo Echo Tango Echo Romeo.
So of course it connects to offline voices, and I do not know why they have to have such a horrible offline. Apparently the mandatory update didn't fix that problem. Hopefully it'll reconnect here. I do live in an area that just has absolute horrible internet speeds, so It's no surprise. Okay. I think we have everything looking good. No notch of flaps. Let's just go ahead and okay, there's 65, 70, 75, 80. Rotate. Tap the brakes.
Transporter from dispatch. Fly safe.
Gear coming up. Flaps up. Go ahead and hit my heading bug.
Beechcraft Tango Echo Romeo, contact Salt Lake departure on 121.1. Good day.
Good day, sir.
121.1 Beechcraft Tango Echo Romeo.
Okay, change my radio
Salt Lake
frequencies.
departure Beechcraft Sierra Kilo Echo Echo Tango Echo Romeo is at 5,400 feet, climbing 8,000 feet.
Air 79er Whiskey, please expedite your climb 8,000 feet. Beechcraft Sierra Kilo Echo Echo Tango Echo Romeo, Salt Lake departure altimeter 30.20 continue as planned. Salt Lake approach Airbus November 7637 Golf is missed approach at Salt Lake. Airbus 37 Golf, you are 2 miles north. Climb and maintain 11,000 feet. Expect ILS runway 34 right approach via Plage transition. Cleared to Plage. Airbus 37 Golf descend and maintain 5,200 feet.
Okay, while we're around Salt Lake, our radios are going to be just a little bit busier than normal.
And maintain 5,200
Hopefully it won't get too
Expect
annoying.
ILS runway 34 right approach via Plage transition. Cleared to Plage. Airbus 37 Golf. Air 79er Whiskey, please expedite your climb 8,000 feet. Beechcraft Tango Echo Romeo, climb and maintain 11,000 feet.
Climb and maintain 11,000 feet Beechcraft Tango Echo Romeo.
Okay, we're going up to 11,000 feet.
Air 79er Whiskey, you are 14 miles southwest of Ogden. Contact Ogden Tower on 118.7 when inbound. Tower on 118.7 Dayer 79er Whiskey.
Okay, if you look over here on my right screen, you'll see little cheats. You'll see this little half moon. That's basically telling me when I'm going to arrive to my 11,000 foot. And then this blue line right ahead, if we turn, that kind of makes an arc left and right, kind of shows you the direction of flight. So just past our next waypoint, we should be at 11,000 feet. If they don't tell us to do anything different. And this just gets us out and around the busy airspace of Salt Lake. So, okay, 1,000 feet to go. Okay, 3 seconds to turn. That's Antelope Island off to our left-hand side. Not quite sure what this one in front of us is. And of course we're over the Great Salt Lake. Okay, there's our cruising. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring back our props. Get us into a nice little cruise.
Airbus Tree 7 Golf, please expedite your descent 5,200 feet.
And if anybody knows the correct cruising for this plane, let me know in the comments. I just kind of mess around, and we're at 1450, 11 gallons per hour each side, so we're basically 22.2 gallons an hour. And at this altitude, I just have my throttles wide open because
Salt Lake approach Dare November Tree 880 November 8,800 feet. Dare November Tree 880 November Salt Lake approach altimeter tree 0.20 continue as planned.
because the higher I go, the less efficient my engines become. This isn't turboed like our last plane, so
Airbus Tree 7 Golf, please expedite your descent 5,200 feet.
this one will struggle the higher we get. We can go to 20,000 feet with oxygen, but it struggles. The higher we get, there's really no performance, but okay, we're cruising right along at 176 miles ground speed, but we do have a 14-mile-an-hour headwind, so we are kind of cruising at 188 true knots, true speed on knots. 159. So once we turn, not quite sure what this holding pattern in front of us is going to be like. We should be able to just
Airbus Tree 7 Golf, please expedite your descent 5,200 feet.
once we start heading south, we'll have kind of a tailwind, so we should be able to up that close to 190 knots ground speed. Helps out a little bit. But I am a little dazed and confused on what my right screen's telling me. I'm not quite sure.
Dare 80 November, please expedite your descent 8,800 feet.
If it's going to throw us into a holding pattern before it lets us go, it really shouldn't. We should be able to just make a heading, turn at our waypoint, and away we go.
Airbus Tree 7 Golf, please expedite your descent 5,200 feet. Beechcraft Tango Echo Romeo, contact Salt Lake Center on 128.55. Good day.
Decimal 55, good day.
128.55 for Beechcraft Tango Echo Romeo.
Climb and maintain 11,000 feet. Expect ILS runway tree 4 left approach via Pewter. Transition cleared to Pewter. Airbus 80 Echo. Dare Alpha Echo Echo, please expedite your climb 14,000 feet.
Salt Lake Center Beechcraft Sierra Kilo Echo Echo Tango Echo Romeo 11,000 feet.
Beechcraft Sierra Kilo Echo Echo Tango Echo Romeo Salt Lake Center altimeter tree 0.22 continue as planned. Salt Lake Center Airbus November Tree 879er Sierra 10,000 feet. Airbus November Tree 879er Sierra Salt Lake Center altimeter tree 0.22 continue as planned.
Oh, this is interesting. This must be something new on their update to where it's going to throw us in a departure holding pattern before they let us go. Never seen this before.
Dare Alpha Echo Echo, please expedite your climb 14,000 feet.
Okay, we've basically entered a holding pattern. That's interesting.
Airbus 79er Sierra, please expedite your descent 10,000 feet. Dare 04 Foxtrot, please expedite your climb 12,000 feet.
This is when your flight simulator is kind of not realistic, so.
Dagger Alpha Echo Echo, please expedite your climb 14,000 feet. Tower on 125 decimal tree Dagger 6 tree Lima.
This is when you kind of wish you just
Airbus 79er Sierra, please expedite your descent 10,000 feet.
flew
Dagger
up,
04 Foxtrot, please expedite your climb 12,000 feet.
fly VFR.
Generic tree 54, you are 40 miles northwest. Descend and maintain 7,800 feet. Expect vectors visual runway 12 approach. Dagger Alpha Echo Echo, please expedite your climb 14,000 feet. Dagger Tree 9er 5 traffic is 10 and oppos. Clock 4 miles at 11,000 feet generic. Report them in sight. Dagger 6-7 Echo, climb and maintain flight level 2 tree 0. Dagger Tree 9er 5 have the traffic. Airbus 79er Sierra, please expedite your descent 10,000 feet. Dagger 04 Foxtrot, please expedite your climb 12,000 feet.
Okay, hopefully we'll just straighten up here and then make our turn.
Dagger Alpha
Hopefully
Echo
we
Echo,
don't
please
gotta
expedite your climb 14,000 feet.
go around again. I'm just kind of watching this and see what we're doing this for.
Airbus 79er Sierra, please expedite your descent 10,000 feet. Dagger 04 Foxtrot, please expedite your climb 12,000 feet. Beechcraft Tango Echo Romeo, contact Salt Lake departure on 121.1. Good day.
Good day.
121.1 Beechcraft Tango Echo Romeo. Salt Lake departure Beechcraft Sierra Kilo Echo Echo Tango Echo Romeo 11,000 feet.
Beechcraft Sierra Kilo Echo Echo Tango Echo Romeo, Salt Lake departure altimeter tree 0.22 continue as planned.
Okay, it's definitely got us in a holding pattern, and now we, okay. This does not make any sense to me.
Airbus Tree 7 Golf, please expedite your descent 5,200 feet.
We could have been there by now.
Beechcraft Tango Echo Romeo, contact Salt Lake Center on 128.55. Good day. Airbus Tree 7 Golf, please expedite your descent 5,200 feet.
128.55 Beechcraft Tango Echo Romeo. Salt Lake Center Beechcraft Sierra Kilo Echo Echo Tango Echo Romeo 11,000 feet.
Beechcraft Sierra Kilo Echo Echo Tango Echo Romeo, Salt Lake Center altimeter tree 0.21 continue as planned. Generic 71 Whiskey, please expedite your descent 10,000 feet. Dagger Alpha Echo Echo, please expedite your climb 14,000 feet. Airbus 79er Sierra, please expedite your descent 10,000 feet. Dair 04 Foxtrot, please expedite your climb 12,000 feet. Generic 7 Tree X-ray, please expedite your climb flight level 190. Generic Tree 54, please expedite your descent 7,800 feet. Generic 71 Whiskey, please expedite your descent 10,000 feet. Dair Alpha Echo Echo, please expedite your climb 14,000 feet. Salt Lake Center, Dair November 418 Tree 2, 12,000 feet. Generic Tree 54, contact Clover approach on 1 Tree 4.1. Good day. Dair November 418 Tree 2, Salt Lake Center, altimeter Tree 0.22 continue as planned.
Okay,
Going to 1 Tree 4.1, generic Tree 54. Airbus 79er Sierra, please expedite your descent 10,000 feet. Dair 04 Foxtrot, please expedite your climb 12,000 feet. Generic 7 Tree X-ray, please expedite your climb flight level 190. Airbus 79er Sierra, traffic is 10 and Opos. Clock 4 miles at 11,000 feet. Dair DBM 9. Report them in sight. Dair 1 Tree November, please expedite your climb 17,000 feet. Generic 71 Whiskey, please expedite your descent 10,000 feet. Dair Alpha Echo Echo, please expedite your climb 14,000 feet. Dair 176, traffic is 4 and Opos. Clock 3 miles at 10,000 feet. Airbus A20N. Report them in sight. Dair 8 Tree 2, please expedite your climb 12,000 feet. Dair 646, traffic is 2 and Opos. Clock 4 miles at 10,000 feet. Generic. Report them in sight. Dair 04 Foxtrot, please expedite your climb 12,000 feet. Generic 7 Tree X-ray, please expedite your climb flight level 190. Dair 04
Okay,
Foxtrot,
that's getting a little old.
traffic is 3 and
Let's do some adjusting on this. Why are they so busy? Let's go to traffic. Let's switch this to real-time online. Let's see if that saves us any.
10,000 feet.
It's too gabby. They just have a one-sided conversation. Nobody answers.
Beechcraft Tango Echo Romeo, contact Salt Lake departure on 121.1. Good day.
121.1 for Beechcraft Tango Echo Romeo. Salt Lake departure Beechcraft Sierra Kilo Echo Echo Tango Echo Romeo 11,000 feet.
Beechcraft Sierra Kilo Echo Echo Tango Echo Romeo, Salt Lake departure altimeter Tree 0.22 continue as planned. Beechcraft Tango Echo Romeo, contact Salt Lake Center on 128.55. Good day.
128.55 Beechcraft Tango Echo Romeo. Salt Lake Center Beechcraft Sierra Kilo Echo Echo Tango Echo Romeo 11,000 feet.
Beechcraft Sierra Kilo Echo Echo Tango Echo Romeo, Salt Lake Center altimeter Tree 0.21 continue as planned.
Alright, maybe they'll be quiet for a second. Okay, I did bring up my... Oh, let's go ahead and give you a shot of this. Okay, I bring the departure plate up for Ogden Hinckley, so here it is. Edmont 3 departure. So we did take off runway 21. That shows us our obstacles. And take off runway 21. Climb right, turning heading 253 to intercept Ogden R221 to Edmont. So it kind of sounds like we just climb and go into a holding pattern and wait for a assigned route of flight. So that might be what happens. Maybe if the airspace is too busy, they just let you take off and then get aircraft separation and then let us go. So probably in real life, I don't know if that actually happens. Maybe IFR pilot would let us know. But now it looks like we are on our way. It looks like we're going straight to uniform 07. It's 217 nautical miles away. Be there in 1 hour and 9 minutes. And I missed it by 3 miles an hour. Now that we have somewhat of a side tailwind, we're not quite getting my 190, but we're doing 187 miles nautical miles an hour at ground speed. I'm still tweaking my options and everything after that mandatory update, so I noticed all my graphics were messed up, and now I'm all back on high-end ultra settings, and it looks like things are starting to go back now that I got my traffic picked to where we want to be. It might start running somewhat good again. Looks like we're going to fly right over Kennecott Bingham Copper Mine. It's in this Ochre Mountain range right in front of us. I think it's called the Oak. What is that mountain range? I lived in Salt Lake forever. And I just went mind blank on me, so. I think it is the Ochres. Wasatch on the east side, Ochres on the west side.
Beechcraft Tango Echo Romeo, contact Salt Lake Center on 135.775. Good day.
3.775.
135.775 for Beechcraft Tango Echo Romeo. Salt Lake Center, Beechcraft Sierra Kilo Echo Echo Tango Echo Romeo, 11,000 feet.
Beechcraft Sierra Kilo Echo Echo Tango Echo Romeo, Salt Lake Center, altimeter tree 0.19er, continue as planned.
I'm surprised they don't have the big smokestack at Kennecott Smelter right off our left engine. That's a big smelter, and there's like a 1,500 foot stack. But it doesn't show it. I don't see it over there. That's the Salt Lake City right there. Take a look in our back seat. We'll just have to pretend like there's 5 people sitting here, because that's what we're taking, 5 people. Okay, right on the other side of this ridge will be the Bingham Copper Mine. I believe it's still the world's largest open pit copper mine, but I don't know if that's changed or not. It is warming up. It says it's 34 degrees outside right now, 1 degree Celsius, so. Probably get a little turbulence off of these mountains here, and here comes the mine right here. Since we're flying IFR, we shouldn't do too much, but I think we'll do a little scenic flying, and we won't tell them about it. They'll just see our plane do some weird stuff here. This even shows the slide they have. They had a big slide here in the pit. Oh, it's probably been 10 years ago. Time flies when we're having fun, and you'll see that just right off the left engine right there. You see a bunch of groove lines and a flat slide. That's where the big slide was that shut the mine down for a while until they fixed the pit to where they could get back in it. Okay, I think it's time to break the law. What do you think? Let's take a peek. Surprised you don't see the trucks running in and out of there. So yeah, there's the big slide area right here. Looks like they fixed it up. And here's all their buildings inside and the road. It's kind of cool how you can take a look at stuff.
Skywest 3048, contact Salt Lake departure on 128.6. Good day.
Looks pretty awesome.
Skywest 3048.
Okay, we'll get back on course. Okay, let's get serious. Figured we went around in circles out on the Great Salt Lake. We might as well do a circle around something that we can look at least. So apparently when we're in Salt Lake City, Utah, we go around in circles a lot. Not quite sure if that's on purpose. Okay, I'm just kind of reading up on our airport. This says it's open to the public, but the other one I said it's used for the Forest Service only. So.
Beechcraft Tango Echo Romeo contact Salt Lake Center on 119.9 Good day.
Decimal 9 or 5. Good day.
119.9 for Beechcraft Tango Echo Romeo. Salt Lake Center Beechcraft Sierra Kilo Echo Echo Tango Echo Romeo 11,000 feet. Beechcraft Sierra Kilo Echo Echo Tango Echo Romeo Salt Lake Center altimeter 30.18 continue as planned.
Okay, it's owned by the U.S. National Parks Service. Kind of looks like each end of the runway is going to be the high point, and it's kind of dipped in the center. It's 3,500 feet by 40 feet. I guess we'll see when we get there.
Southwest 244 contact Salt Lake approach on 128.1. Good day. United 1576, you are 44 miles southeast. Descend and maintain 8,600 feet. Expect ILS runway 34 right approach via Foxtrot, Foxtrot uniform transition. Cleared to Foxtrot, Foxtrot uniform. United 1576, you are 43 miles southeast of Salt Lake. Contact Salt Lake Tower on 119.05 when inbound on the approach.
I just noticed my display is switched now since the update.
128.1 for Southwest 244.
This has a north up, so this shows our flight. We're heading south, so the plane's actually going down.
Tower on 119.05 United 1576.
I kind of like my heading to go track up, so your plane's actually flying straight up. With these you can usually set them any way you like. So now our plane's flying in this direction, and what we see above is in front of us. I kind of like it that way. But it is purely by how you like things to set it up. These little green marks and red marks are mountain tops. I do have the weather turned on, but I don't see any weather in the vicinity, but I do see a ridge of clouds in front of us here.
Delta Tree 84, you are 46 miles southeast. Descend and maintain 8,700 feet. Expect ILS runway tree 4 right approach via Foxtrot, Foxtrot uniform transition. Cleared to Foxtrot, Foxtrot uniform.
But if our
Delta Tree 84, you are 45 miles southeast of Salt Lake. Contact Salt Lake Tower on 119.05 when inbound on the approach.
I don't see any weather between us and our airport, so just mountain tops.
Tower on 119.05 Delta Tree 84. Delta 1228, you are 49 miles southeast. Descend and maintain 9,200 feet. Expect ILS runway tree 4 right approach via Foxtrot, Foxtrot uniform transition. Cleared to Foxtrot, Foxtrot uniform. Delta 1228, you are 47 miles southeast of Salt Lake. Contact Salt Lake Tower on 119.05 when inbound. Tower on 119.05 Delta 1228.
Okay, I'm gonna play with my settings a little bit. We're right at 158, 159. I'm gonna turn my props down to about 2400 RPM. Let's see what that does. Gives me something to do to play around. Okay, we're close. That's 24. It's dropped our gallons per hour down to 10.9 per side, so saving a little bit of fuel every hour, but not much. We'll see what that does to our overall speed. Looks like we dropped about a mile an hour. That ain't not gonna make no big difference.
Skywest 364 to you are 49 miles southeast. Descend and maintain 8,600 feet. Expect ILS runway tree 4 right approach via Foxtrot, Foxtrot uniform transition. Cleared to Foxtrot, Foxtrot uniform. Skywest 364 to you are 48 miles southeast of Salt Lake. Contact Salt Lake Tower on 119.05 when inbound. Tower on 119.05 Skywest 364
Beechcraft Tango Echo Romeo climb and maintain 12,000 feet. Beechcraft Tango Echo Romeo, please acknowledge.
I was reading my emails on my phone.
Climb and maintain 12,000 feet. Beechcraft Tango Echo Romeo. Salt Lake Center, Beechcraft Sierra Kilo Echo.
I pushed the
Echo
wrong
Tango
button.
Echo Romeo, requesting vector to next waypoint.
I pushed the wrong button,
Tango
shush.
Echo Romeo, turn right heading 150, proceed on course.
Yeah, I'm not.
Turn right heading 150, resume on navigation. Beechcraft Tango Echo Romeo.
Ah, it's funny. Okay, let's get climbing here. Just gonna lock it in at 150 knots and we'll just let it climb nice and slow and easy.
Delta Tree 84, contact Salt Lake Center on 135.775. Good day. Going to 135.775, Delta Tree 84. Delta 1228, contact Salt Lake Center on 135.775. Good day. Beechcraft Tango Echo Romeo, please expedite your climb 12,000 feet.
Okay, we'll do a little better. Crank her up to 140 and it'll be right there in no time.
Beechcraft Tango Echo Romeo, descend and maintain 11,000 feet.
Ah, you gotta love the simulator. Okay, we're gonna drop down again.
Descend and maintain 11,000 feet. Beechcraft Tango Echo Romeo.
So you wish you could just ignore them. Maybe VFR fly it. Wish we could. I don't have to answer him. I'm just looking at my sectional to see what kind of options we have here.
Generic 9er Charlie Juliet, contact Salt Lake Center on 125.575. Good day.
One two five decimal 575 for generic 9er, Charlie Juliet.
Beechcraft Tango Echo Romeo, please expedite your descent 11,000 feet.
Almost there. We get down, they'll just make us go back up, I'm sure.
Beechcraft Tango Echo Romeo, please expedite your descent 11,000 feet. Beechcraft Tango Echo Romeo, contact Salt Lake Center on 125.575. Good day.
Good day.
125.575 Beechcraft Tango Echo Romeo. Salt Lake Center Beechcraft Sierra Kilo Echo Echo Tango Echo Romeo 11,000 feet.
Beechcraft Sierra Kilo Echo Echo Tango Echo Romeo Salt Lake. Center altimeter 30.21 continue as planned.
At least their voices got back to normal.
Beechcraft Tango Echo Romeo contact Salt Lake Center on 133.9er. Good day.
Sure do throw me around a lot, don't they?
133.9er Beechcraft Tango Echo Romeo. Salt Lake Center Beechcraft Sierra Kilo Echo Echo Tango Echo Romeo 11,000 feet. Beechcraft Sierra Kilo Echo Echo Tango Echo Romeo Salt Lake Center altimeter 30.21 continue as planned.
Okay, terrific. I'm just looking at my plates here, getting familiar with this little airport we're going to, or airstrip. Looks like we're going to be there in about 44 minutes. Not quite sure how this snow-covered mountains to our left are gonna, how far south it's gonna go. But they are gonna have to climb us here soon to get over this mountain in front of us, because we only got 500-foot clearance for most of it in front of us. So we're either gonna have to deviate to the right a little bit or climb. You gotta watch the IFR flying in Microsoft They'll fly you right into the ground if you really don't pay attention on what your altitudes are. They should be taking really good care of you, but they don't. If we don't hear from them soon, we'll just request 2,000 feet increase. That should give us at least 1,500 foot separation to the top of the mountains.
Beechcraft Tango Echo Romeo climb and maintain 12,000 feet.
Oh, look at that. He read my mind. Thank you.
Climb and maintain 12,000 feet Beechcraft Tango Echo Romeo.
It's only 1,000, so I guess we'll take that. Go ahead and climb at 145 knots. We might request even another extra 1,000. I'm not sure. Now I'm looking at the IFR sectional on how we're going to get to our little airport. Not a lot of information. It's just kind of out all by itself. So we could fly to this, Hanksville. And then we could fly straight down, figure out what the heading would be, and there's our Bullfrog Basin right here, so. It looks like everything's turned green in front of us, so 12,000 feet might give us separation. But it looks like the closer we get, we're 13,009, 13. I don't think that's a good idea, my friend. You're gonna fly me into a mountain. Gonna kind of ignore him for a few minutes.
Beechcraft Tango Echo Romeo, did you hear my last transmission?
Oh, sorry. I'm ignoring you.
Descend and maintain 11,000 feet Beechcraft Tango Echo Romeo.
Oh, you're a silly boy. Trying to kill me. Yeah, we should be at least 14,000 feet. See what they do if we ask for 2,000 feet increase.
Salt Lake Center Beechcraft Tango Echo Romeo. Request 10,000 feet.
What?
Beechcraft Tango Echo Romeo, descend and maintain 11,000 feet. Expect 10,000 feet.
Okay, I want to increase by 2,000 and they
Descend
drop
and
me
maintain
2,000.
11,000 feet. Expect 10,000 feet Beechcraft Tango Echo Romeo.
They've kind of made a problem child. Not quite sure what they're doing. Sorry, fellers.
Salt Lake Center Beechcraft Tango Echo Romeo would like to cancel IFR.
Beechcraft Tango
Okay, now we can request flight following.
Salt Lake Center Beechcraft Sierra Kilo Echo Echo Tango Echo Romeo is type Beechcraft B58 3 miles east of 41 Uniform, 12,000 feet. Request flight following.
Beechcraft Sierra Kilo Echo Echo Tango Echo Romeo, Salt Lake Center. Squawk 0022.
Okay, we're gonna squawk 0022.
Squawk 0022 Beechcraft Tango Echo Romeo.
Then I'll know who we are.
Tango Echo Romeo, radar contact 3 miles east of 41 Uniform, 12,000 feet. Altimeter 30.22.
Okay, they can see
Roger,
us.
Beechcraft Tango Echo Romeo.
Now they'll just kind of keep us informed of aircraft in our vicinity. And I am going to head up to a 13,500 feet. Get to our VFR altitude. Since IFR was going to kill us. Which will be fine. We got a little bit of clouds, but it doesn't look bad now that we're here, so. Should just be fine. Now as we're climbing, I am pulling back on our mixture just a little bit to keep everything running good. Thousand feet to go. Alright, let's get back to my airport information. It's going to be at 4,167 feet.
Generic 345 contact Salt Lake Center on 133.6. Good day.
So we're going to have to lose about 9,000 feet. So we'll do our simple math, 9,000 feet.
133.6 for generic 345.
Approximately 18 minutes out. And we're just going to have to circle the field. Look at it. See what we want to do to land there. There's nobody there to tell us what to do, so we'll have to figure it out. There is a windsock there. It's not lighted, but that's no problem since it's daytime. I don't think you'd be flying in here at night. It does says it has low intensity lighting, so not quite sure. Won't be a factor for us today. About 100 miles out. We're doing about 180, so 33 minutes will be there. So between 15 and 18 minutes out, we'll start our descent, depending on what our mountain ridges look like. We should be able to see the lake.
SkyWest 5404, contact Salt Lake Center on 133.6. Good day.
This is kind of a bush flight, but not. For flying a little plane and finding a little dirt strip on one top of these mountains, that'd be fun.
133.6 for SkyWest 5404.
And I was thinking of some other things to do, get outside a NeoFly and maybe come up and choose some different planes and see what it's like to actually lose an engine, see what you have to do, emergency procedures, and pretty much see if you can land it without a motor. I've landed a TBM at about 30,000 feet, shut the motor off, and actually made it to an airport and landed and walked away. It's kind of challenging to see what kind of predicaments you can put yourself in. We could set up engine failures. We can set up all kinds of different failures to trip at any time if we wanted to train. But with NeoFly, that'd probably kill me. But our first flight, you saw I landed in a field and changed the weather and took back off. It didn't kill us, but I don't know. In this plane, if we lost one of the motors, we have options because we got another motor, so we should be just fine. Okay, we're almost to our 13,500 feet. That slowed us down quite a bit. Now we'll get our speed back.
Salt Lake Center Delta 555 is passing flight level 365, descending 11,000 feet. Delta 555 Salt Lake Center, continue as planned. Delta 442, contact Salt Lake Center on 133.6. Good day. Going to 133.6 Delta 442.
Okay, our airport's right in front of us, 85 miles away. It's really cool flying through the clouds. They make them look so realistic. Kind of looks like I-80. No, I-70 right there, maybe. Going off to the distance. Not sure on that.
Salt Lake Center FlexJet 565 is at flight level 425, descending 10,000 feet. FlexJet 565 Salt Lake Center continuous planned.
Now I'm just trying to look for the lake. Once we see signs of the big Lake Powell, still 67 miles out. I'm not quite sure where it'd be, if it's beyond this ridge here, if it's somewhere right around here, not quite sure. I don't know how visible that lake is from the air. Haven't flown much down here. I flew the Grand Canyon a little bit. That's kind of cool. And I think I flew over a little bit of Lake Powell, Lake Mead going to Vegas. So we're about 21 minutes out, so but we did lose our snow, so that's a good thing. All right, 19 minutes, 40 seconds out. Guess I start better getting busy. I'd like to keep this cruise as long as possible. I don't like to lose altitude then have to climb again. I'm trying to read my terrain ahead of me.
Virgin 155, contact Salt Lake Center on 133.6. Good day. One three three decimal six for Virgin 155.
Okay, we're getting close enough. I'm gonna go ahead and cancel flight following.
Salt Lake Center, Beechcraft Tango, Echo Romeo, cancel flight following.
Beechcraft Tango Echo Romeo, Salt Lake Center, cancellation received. Squawk 1200. Frequency change approved.
Okay, we're squawked back to 1200, which is VFR. All aircraft. I think we're still too far out to find our airport. You got to be like within 40 miles. Oh, wow, made me a liar. Okay, we got either 1 or 19. No ATIS, so we have absolutely no help. I guess we can. Not quite sure what runway. If the winds are the same up here, it's favoring 1, but I have no idea what the Hanksville's fairly close. Let's see if they have a ATIS. Let's see what they'd say.
Kilo Hotel Victor Echo automated weather observation 2100 Zulu. Wind calm.
Okay, it's winds calm.
Visibility 10.
So, I don't think we're going to have wind as a factor. Even up here we only have 7 knots, so. All right, we're going to drop down to 9,500 feet. Let's start our descent. We'll start at a nice even 500 feet. Then I'll just keep my airspeed up. So with 41, so about 5,200 feet should be a good pattern altitude for this airport. So I still need to bleed off. But as you see with our little arch, we're going to be at 9,500 feet, halfway there. So kind of rugged. Okay, I'm trying to choose, since our winds are calm, if there's a runway that favors another. Really doesn't look like it, because runway 1, we have left pattern. Markings are non-standard in good condition, but there is a 60-foot hill 870 feet from runway. And on runway 19, there's a 30-foot hill 720 feet from the runway. So it kind of looks like 19 favors an approach over than 1. Both ends of the runway higher than center. So it kind of looks like we have a little bowl. We're 5 nautical miles from Bullfrog Marina on the lake. National Park Service use only. So actually runway 1, we have twice the height of a hill, but we have 100 feet more. And on 19 we have a 30-foot hill at 7, so we might just do a straight in 19. Both of them are left traffic. There's the lake. So, right here's the lake. If you're not familiar, Lake Powell is one humongous lake, and we're kind of on the northeast end of it. Okay, let's drop down to see what 6,000 feet looks like. Okay, we're gonna have to increase our, let's do our 700 feet per minute descent. Don't want to get too low too fast. So we have a slope ratio on runway 1 that's 10 to 1 and a slope ratio on 19 at 17 to 1. Approach slope. So we got to come in. This might be fun. Okay, now we're creeping up on our yellow mark. Gonna start coming back on our throttles a little bit. Slower up. Sometimes these planes are harder to slow up when you're losing altitude. Okay, we're gonna kind of pretend, let's
Uniform 07 traffic Beechcraft Sierra Kilo Echo Echo Tango Echo Romeo 30 miles north 10,800 feet inbound to land runway 19er.
we can always change our mind, but get a little bumpy. Okay, the lower we get, now we got a headwind, so we're definitely favoring runway 19. I had a 50-50 chance. Kind of worked out this time, so. Okay, the weather sectional looks. We got a lake here. Lake goes around, go up here. So I believe our airport is somewhere right here on our peninsula. So that's going to be my guess. The lower we get, the faster we're going. "17 miles out." Gonna throw a little fuel in our mixture. Gonna come up on our props. Gonna start getting ready to get this to land. Okay, we got 1,000 feet left of our descent, but that's still going to leave us 2,000 feet above the airport. So, but we'll get down to 6,000 feet, level off, bleed off some of our air. That way we can drop some flaps and drop our gear, get ready. This doesn't give us our magnetic heading for the runway, so we're just going to have to guess the 19. We're at 15 now, so. Okay, there, we're leveling off, bleed off some speed. Get over this little mountain ridge and we should start seeing something. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and drop down, pattern altitude. Still don't have a visual on it. Okay, now we're slow enough. Drop some flap. Let's go ahead and announce we're on final.
Traffic Beechcraft Sierra Kilo Echo Echo Tango Echo Romeo is on final runway 19er to land.
Okay. Gonna go ahead and shut my autopilot off. Okay, there's our pattern altitude. I believe our runway's right here. Okay, we're right at 92 knots. I think we better make a full flap landing this time. That'll help us a little bit. There's our hill, 700 feet from the airport, and the other hill on the other side. Let's just line this up. Got a pretty much 1 knot headwind, so we're right at our airspeed. Let's get the center of the runway. A little high.
Stall.
Transporter from dispatch. Nice landing. Go
Not
to
really.
the next parking and put your parking brake on. I'll be in touch.
I kept her way too high that time. Wasn't a good landing at all. Not in a twin. But here we are. Looks we got a fuel island, a couple planes parked. Looks like our gentleman right there wants to park us. We'll announce clear a runway.
Uniform 07 Traffic Beechcraft Sierra Kilo Echo Echo Tango Echo Romeo is clear of the runway.
Excuse me, sir, you're in my way. I'll just chop him in half. Here's our little feller to park us. Come on, I stopped too soon. Ah, he's walking right through me. All right. Shut her down.
Transporter. Disembarking of passengers can begin.
Gotta pull my parking brake. Let's take a peek outside. Oh, it's a gorgeous little plane. Shows our flaps down, so let's go ahead and raise those up. Nice.
Transporter, all the passengers have disembarked. Good job. See you soon.
Wasn't a really good landing, but I kept her way too high for some reason. Okay, we're now 34 minutes in the sky. Let's get out of this. It is working a lot better, NeoFly, or the simulator is, it seems like. Go to our log. That was a horrible landing, but we got all of our marks, so made 24,000 bucks. So our hangar, we're still in good shape. I'm in good shape, 651, so 349 to go before we move up in the world. Oh, yeah, they have a Cessna Longitude here for $6.6 million. That would be a tough cookie to... I've taken it off on that short a runway, but it likes to stall on your climb out and everything. No, a Boeing 787 will never take off here. A Boeing 787. They got some crazy... So, all right, we made another one. And I think we will call this a day. We'll try to find us a... Looks like we have 2 small trips continuing on south. Right here. So we're slowly getting down to... Oh, we can go to Phoenix. So yeah, we can continue south for a while. Find some warm weather. So other than that, we will see you next time. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a great day. Bye.